Hi, my name is Chad Hartley, and I am the owner and founder of Stella's Ice Cream. One of the biggest questions that we get is, who is Stella? The simple answer to that question is, Stella's is actually named after our family bulldog, but the true story runs a little bit deeper. My wife and I have been married now almost 20 years, but for the first several years, we really struggled to have children. After about 7 years of trying, we were finally able to have our first son. We knew that at that time it would be nearly impossible to ever have children again, so we decided our son really needed a buddy to play with, and so we got our family dog. Since then, we've been so lucky and fortunate. We've been able to adopt 3 more children, and Stella's been there all along the way. The reason I started an ice cream shop is kind of a long story, but I originally went to school to be a paramedic. I rode the ambulance for about 7 years, but unfortunately, when you're a paramedic, you see people on the worst day of their lives. Nobody wants to see an ambulance show up at their house. So after that, it kind of played a toll on me, and so I decided to change. And I owned another business and I sold that business, but it really wasn't fulfilling. So me and my wife, we took a break. We went on vacation. We ended up in Italy for about 10 days. And all we did was eat ice cream and baked goods and the best pizza and all the best foods that we could. When I got back, I kind of thought to myself, I just want to eat ice cream the rest of my life. And because of that, I said, why not? Let's start an ice cream shop. So our first store is located in Nampa, Idaho. We started in, I believe, March of 2018 in my hometown, Nampa, Idaho. Not ideally the best location in hindsight, but when I was growing up in Nampa, there really wasn't a whole lot to do. We'd go to the football game, and then where would we hang out? Well, inevitably we'd end up at like Wendy's or Jack in the Box or something like that. So when I started this ice cream shop, I said, you know what, I really want to give some place for the people in Nampa, Idaho, the kids, to go and hang out and feel comfortable and listen to music and be entertained, but also eat really good ice cream. So that's why I picked Nampa as my first store. I think one of the things that made us so successful, despite maybe not being in the best location, was how much we're rooted in the community. After the success of our first store, we started getting a lot of people that were just interested in what we were doing, and some of them even said they wanted to open up their own stores. One of those people was my friend Eric, and Eric wanted to open his store because he thought it was cool for the same reasons that everybody else does. So we decided to open our second location in Eagle, Idaho, and Eric is now the co-owner and CFO of our company.
Hi, my name is Eric Toskin, and I'm the CFO and co-owner of Stella's Ice Cream. My wife Darcy and I love ice cream, and we've traveled all over the world, and one of our things we love to do is when we visit a new country is to go try all the different ice creams stores that are around, or gelato stores, and try to see if we can find the best one that's out there. When Chad decided he wanted to open an ice cream store, we were intrigued, and it was wildly successful. And when we went in there and tried the ice cream, we thought it was some of the best ice cream we've ever had. And as a result of the success of his first store, my wife Darcy and I decided to partner and invest in our second store, Stella's, in Eagle, Idaho. And then a year after that, it was so successful, we introduced our third store in Boise, Idaho. And it's been wildly successful from then on. We became 50-50 partners after our third store, and then we're up to 5 stores now. So it's been a great ride, and we're really looking forward to what's going to transpire as we move into the future here.
So some of the things that make us unique here at Stella's is that we're just not your average run-of-the-mill mom and pop boring ice cream shop. We really strive to be the best. And we do that by starting with a 100% all-natural dairy blend that we make all of our ice cream out of. From there, we try and source all of the best ingredients. Only the finest will do. But we really also try to do that locally. We try to source from local vendors and do collaborations with artisans and bakers and things of that nature. And we expect each of our franchisees to do the same thing. One of the ways to build that relationship in your community is try to source locally. What's unique about the business is that we encourage each of our franchisees to do the same thing. If you live in Georgia and want to use Georgia peaches, please do. If you live in Idaho and want to use huckleberries, please do. That's kind of what makes us unique. So again, being rooted in the community is one of our core values. We're very passionate about that. We want you to go to your neighborhood events. We want you to go to the county fair. We want you to go to the basketball games and football games, and the way to do that is using an ice cream cart or an ice cream truck. July 4th is one of our biggest days of the year, and we're part of parades and gatherings and celebrations. There's always a wedding to go to. There's always a birthday party. There's always a corporate event. These are the things that really will help you get interconnected with your community and not only increase your bottom line, but get more exposure for your brand. Stella's is a place that everybody just wants to be. It's cool, it's fun, it's hip, it's modern, it's airy, it's light, it's bright. Those are the types of places that people want to go to. They don't want to go to a dingy, dirty, old-fashioned mom and pop shop. They want to go somewhere where they can take photos of their food and post them on social media and on Instagram. If you go to our Instagram, you'll kind of get the vibe of what the Stella's brand really is. We want your input. One of those ways is through our weekly flavor. We roll out a weekly flavor every week, and we want each individual franchisee to be contributing to that. If once you get proficient at making your ice cream, you're going to want to create your own flavors. We want you to. We want you to hold on to that creativity and then share them with the rest of the business. The beauty about ice cream is that everyone is truly a customer. It doesn't matter how old you are or where you come from, everybody simply loves ice cream. So join Stella's as we bring Stella's across the nation and right into your home.